Austin's Police Oversight Office released its 2024 annual report this week.
The independent impartial group looks at APD's policies and complaints received from the community and within the department. KVUE's Milia Masamoto has been looking through the report today. She joins us in studio with more on the key points. So, Milia, tell us what stood out to you.
Well, Mark and Quita, out of the 159 complaints that the Oversight Office recommended the department to investigate, APD actually looked into every single one of them. But the ones that actually turned into disciplinary actions for officers were a majority from internal complaints, not external ones that citizens submitted. Police officers have a lot of eyes on them these days.
I always think more information is better.
But president of the Austin Police Association, Michael Bullock, doesn't necessarily think that's a bad thing.
We have no problems with oversight or accountability. We just want to see that it's done fairly and that it's done within reason.
Since voters approved the Austin Police Oversight Act in 2023, Austin Police Oversight has had access to police records and the ability to gather evidence and interview witnesses.
The primary goal of it was to have just this independent party that's basically watching to make sure everything is being done correctly.
In their new 2024 report, APO made 26 policy recommendations, 8 of which APD implemented.
I think some of the recommendations make sense and they're pretty easy. And then there's other ones that may be larger lifts that require more robust discussion.
Some of those 8 include adding more language to when body cameras should be used, establishing a drone policy, and revising APD's appearance standards to accommodate more hair textures and styles. The report also outlines complaints received externally and internally. Use of force complaints were up more than 60% last year, but the top categories of complaints were for no assistance from APD and lack of courtesy or impartial attitude.
The department goes and looks at the body camera and the officer was extremely professional and was very polite, and so it's super easy to just discount those false complaints right off the bat.
Of the more than 800 complaints from the community, only 125 officers were disciplined, and only 9 of those came from external complaints.
You see a lot more internal complaints that wind up in discipline because internally we have a high standard.
Another finding from the report, not only were complaints up, compliments were too, more than double from last year. So as APO works to provide more insight, the Austin Police Association says they welcome the thoughtful feedback.
It seems like they're trying to look at everything in a balanced way.
And we did reach out to an APO spokesperson to elaborate on the report today. They did decline to comment.